Good morning. I'd like to thank you all for joining us here this morning. My name is Jeremy Aguero. I'm the Chief Operations and Analytics Officer for the Las Vegas Raiders. And joining me here on stage today are two gentlemen who need absolutely no introduction, either in this state or in this building. Our Governor, Steve Sisolak, and Maury Gallagher, the CEO and Chairman of Allegiant Travel Company. Also joining us in the audience today are County Commissioner Michael Naft. Thank you for being here with us, as well as County Commissioner Jim Gibson. Thank you also for being here, Commissioner Gibson. As well as the Chairman of the LVCVA Board of Directors and Henderson City Councilman John Mars. Thank you, sir, for being here with us today. It's an honor to welcome you here to Allegiant Stadium for this exciting announcement for both the Las Vegas Raiders as well as the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority. And now, I'd like to welcome Steve Hill, CEO and President of the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority and Chairman of the Las Vegas Stadium Authority, coming to us from Dallas, Texas.
Thank you, Jeremy. It's a pleasure to be with all of you, even remotely. I am here in Dallas. I am at the NFL owners meeting, and I am beyond thrilled to be able to announce that the NFL owners just unanimously awarded Super Bowl 58 to Las Vegas. The game will be at Allegiant Stadium. It will be on February 11th in 2024, just 2 short years from now. This caps just a remarkable string of events over the past 5.5 or 6 years. I want to thank Mark Davis and the entire Raiders organization for their commitment to Las Vegas, to their sincerity in making all of this happen. Obviously, it would not happen if they had not done that. I want to thank the NFL. The owners have put their trust in Las Vegas. Not only do we have a Super Bowl coming in 2 years, in just a few short weeks, we have the Pro Bowl in Las Vegas. Just a couple months after that, we will host the draft. So it has been a remarkable time for Las Vegas. We are bringing the greatest championship game in the world to the greatest arena on earth, and it is going to be spectacular. So, Jeremy, we're thrilled to make this announcement, and I will turn it back over to you.
Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it. It's now my pleasure to introduce the owner of the Las Vegas Raiders, Mr. Mark Davis.
Jeremy, how are you?
I'm good, sir.
I'm excited myself. Las Vegas, the Super Bowl is coming. I'd like to thank Roger Goodell, my 31 partners in the National Football League, and most of all, I'd like to thank the visionaries that made this possible. Sheldon Adelson and Steve Wynn, as well as former Governor Ryan Sandoval and current Governor Steve Sisolak. And most of all, I'd like to thank Napoleon McCallum for the one who made this thing really happen. Back in the first SNTIC meeting I attended, I told Nevada that they're not only getting a football team, but they're getting the whole National Football League and all the assets and power that they carry. And this year, in this short amount of time, we have been awarded the Pro Bowl, the NFL Draft, and now the biggest prize of all, the Super Bowl. And I'm just excited as all hell for the Raider organization, the Raider Nation, and Las Vegas and the state of Nevada as a whole. When you're not winning on the field, it's kind of nice to win off it sometimes. And today is a huge, huge win for all of us. Can't wait to get back to Las Vegas and enjoy it with all of you. See y'all.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. There's a lot of excitement in this room as well. With that, I would like to now introduce Las Vegas Raiders President Dan Ventrella.
Thank you, Jeremy. This announcement is exciting for the NFL. It's exciting for the Raiders, but most of all, it's exciting for the entire Las Vegas community. When the Raiders moved to Las Vegas 2 years ago, it came with a commitment to this community. We committed that Raider Nation would not only turn out for our games, but create a spectacular venue that would attract the highest caliber events. We've come back powerfully from COVID shutdowns to have sold out games, first class concerts, and top sporting events like the Gold Cup, Summer Slam, and the Pac-12 championship game. We look forward to building on this success, hosting the Las Vegas Bowl and the Draft and the Pro Bowl. We look forward to welcoming the NFL into our great facility. But most importantly, we look forward to now delivering the pinnacle event, the event that we always promised we would bring to Las Vegas in Super Bowl 58. We couldn't be more excited to showcase this great community for our partners in the NFL and our partners at other teams. I want to thank everybody who made Las Vegas into an NFL city, and thank everybody who contributed to building the first-class venue that we're so proud of. Making Allegiant Stadium a reality has brought opportunities to the city and the community in a way that so many visionaries imagined. And we know that that vision and the incredible group of people assembled on the host committee will be applied to make Super Bowl 58 the greatest game in NFL history. Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's okay. Thanks, Dan. Appreciate it very much. It's now my distinct honor to also welcome Mr. Peter O'Reilly, NFL Executive Vice President of Club Business and Events.
Thanks, Jeremy. Hello, everyone in Las Vegas. I can confirm what has been said before, that we at the National Football League are thrilled, and the membership voted unanimously 32-0 to award Super Bowl 58 in 2024 to Las Vegas, and we could not be more excited about that. And we would not be here, we wouldn't be having this conversation if it weren't for the Las Vegas Raiders, for Mark, for Dan, and all of the commitment they made to bringing an NFL club to Las Vegas, and as Mark said, bringing the entire NFL to Las Vegas. So could not be more grateful to them, grateful to the state, the county, the city, and certainly to our partners at the LVCVA. To Steve, to Brian Yost, who have been incredible partners. It feels as though we've been working together for a long time, and we haven't yet put on one major event here in Las Vegas, but that is about to change. That's about to change in a few weeks, as has been said. 2022 Pro Bowl, 2022 NFL Draft, and then to cap it off, the 2024 Super Bowl. And the Super Bowl is much more than Super Bowl Sunday and the world's eyes on Las Vegas. It's an entire build-up to the game. It's weeks and weeks and a year of impact that will hopefully live well beyond February 2024. Impact in the community, legacy impact, opportunities for people in the Las Vegas community to experience Super Bowl through our accessible events, even if they're not able to be in Allegiant Stadium on game day. So we could not be more excited to now start that process of building up to February 2024 and creating, setting the bar high, that this will be the most amazing Super Bowl ever. So thank you to everybody in Las Vegas, and we are thrilled and ready to roll. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Now I get a pretty distinct honor. Governor, we have a lot of history. I am mindful of the field that lays behind me, what this building means, and what's outside that window, and how important it is to everyone here. I know most of which you. And ladies and gentlemen, it is my absolute distinct honor to introduce to you this morning Governor of the state of Nevada, Steve Sisson.
Thank you, Jeremy, for those kind words and that kind introduction. Before I get into my prepared remarks, I just want to say back, I remember, Mark, I hope you're listening, when we walked on this property. And it was just a vacant piece of property, and we drove probably to 5 or 6 sites in town. And he said, this is where we're going to build a stadium. And then blowing up the cliche that was here and signing the beam on the last beam that was put up, and the countless SNTIC meetings that we had with Steve Hill and going to the legislature with a special session from then Governor Brian Sandoval and rallying up the votes, and then the votes on the county commission, where I've got my county commission former colleagues here to pass the room tax that is paid for by tourists, so that everyone understands this is not paid for with local taxes. These are tourists that are paying for the stadium through an increase, a small increase in the room tax on the strip, and it's finally a reality to see this happen. And we're all paying. Yes, you certainly are. We get to more. He's paying as well. You're right. Thank you again. On behalf of the state, I would like to thank the teams at the LDCBA, the Raiders, and partners throughout Nevada who worked tirelessly to submit a successful bid for Super Bowl 58. When we dreamed about this stadium, and as Jeremy says, it was years ago, and Jeremy and I went through a lot of meetings together and had countless phone calls, nobody thought this would be possible. We had a lot of naysayers that said it can't happen, you can't build it, it won't work, there's no parking, there's not a fan base. We heard every excuse in the world, but the Raiders have persevered this entire thing and made this a reality, and I could not be more proud of them. This was a long time in coming, but it wasn't always a guarantee. The COVID-19 pandemic hit, there were immediate concerns where this stadium project and some other construction projects in the valley would stand on their timeline. I knew that it was important to keep these projects moving, keep as many workers as possible. And I'm proud of the efforts put forth by our working men and women in the Clark County and the city of Las Vegas that went in to keep these projects moving forward safely, along with McCarthy and Richards Construction, and mainly the Raiders leading the charge to protect the workers while this project was built and helped us build our way out of the pandemic. But that wasn't the only COVID-19 hurdle that we faced. We had to think strategically about how we would welcome fans into this incredible facility, Allegiant Stadium. I'm so grateful for the leadership of the Raiders, the stadium, working with my team to come up with common sense measures, keeping everyone safe. First, require vaccines to get into the stadium. No city at all is as well prepared to welcome football fans from around the world as is Las Vegas. And over the next 2 years, we'll help create awareness, excitement about Las Vegas, the entire state of Nevada. The Super Bowl will also bring tremendous opportunity in the form of thousands of full and part-time jobs created and millions of tax dollars generated that will be reinvested in supporting our local communities. I said it earlier this week, the Super Bowl isn't just a day. It's a whole series of events leading up to it. And I look forward to all the visitors that are going to be coming to Las Vegas and the jobs that the Super Bowl will bring. Throughout the long process needed to make Allegiant Stadium a reality, the prospect of hosting the world's biggest and most exciting events was a constant motivation. To have the opportunity to welcome the biggest event of all of them, all within just a few short years of opening the doors, is incredible. And it speaks to the spirit, innovation, and energy of all those who make Nevada not just a premium tourism destination, but also the best place to live and work. On behalf of the great state of Nevada and the over 3.2 million people that call it home, I would like to thank the NFL and the league owners for recognizing Las Vegas as the ideal place to hold the Super Bowl 58. I also want to thank the host committee and their members in advance for creating the most exhilarating Super Bowl the world has ever seen. No pressure for it. You got this. You got this. We can't wait to welcome the big game to Nevada. And Mark, not only did you promise that you're going to get a Super Bowl here, you promised we were going to win the Super Bowl with the Las Vegas Raiders. So we're hoping for that, and hopefully it's going to be in the game that's played here on February 11th, 2024. Thank you all very much, and enjoy visiting the Super Bowl in Las Vegas, everyone. Thank you.
This day is about a lot of things. Perhaps principal among them is leadership and partnership. The next gentleman I'd like to introduce today is Maury Gallagher. You all probably know him from his day job, but he's also agreed to serve as chairman of the Las Vegas Super Bowl host committee. That I'd like to introduce Maury. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeremy. Good morning or afternoon, everyone, and what a great day for the city and County of Las Vegas. It's a fabulous place to be here in Clark County. As the chairman of the Las Vegas Host Committee, I'm thrilled to be here today celebrating the milestone of sports entertainment capital. My pleasure. I'd like to introduce the host committee today for us. I'm honored to serve on this executive committee with fellow members, Sandra Douglas Morgan. She works with Covington and Burling. She will serve as my vice chair, our vice chair. Today's MC, Jeremy, is also on the committee. Anthony Carano, president, COO of Caesars Entertainment, join us as well. Mr. Gibson, Clark County Commissioner, is on the committee. Virginia Valentine, president of the Nevada Resort Association, and Mr. Steve Zanella, chief commercial officer of MGM. What a great group of people that are going to see this project forward. The LVCVA CEO and President Steve Hill, Las Vegas Raiders President Dan Ventrelli, they're also joining us via Zoom today, are also members of our committee. As the planning begins for the event, additional entities will be asked to join the host committee, and as we expand our reach and representation. I'd like to recognize Mr. Davis, Mark Davis. I've gotten to know Mark pretty well here. We had a few negotiations between the two of us. Raiders senior administrative staff as well, and the entire organization, as well as Steve Hill, Brian Yost, the LVCPA team. Additionally, I want to thank all of our hotel and mission partners who were integral part of our meeting obligations. We were able to submit a successful Super Bowl bid thanks to the cooperation between the LVCVA, Las Vegas Raiders, and multiple venue owners, operators, and other stakeholders throughout this great community. Based on past Super Bowl results, the total economic impact and return on investment the Super Bowl is expected to exceed $500 million, $70 million in additional state tax dollars generated. We couldn't be more excited about this opportunity. The host committee is looking forward to creating unforgettable experience for the fans, the players, the staff, who be coming to Las Vegas for this game, as well as the people living in this town, for all those who will be watching from home. Work starts today. Las Vegas Super Bowl host committee will immediately undertake the quickest turnaround for a modern-day Super Bowl host city, with only 2 years between the bid award and the actual event. So with that, we were excited to get to go to work, and we're going to, a little sidebar, Mr. Dane, when we were being recorded at the stadium, took us up to the top of the hotel across the street. We looked down on it, and he said, you know, Corey, you guys don't understand how good you are. I said, what do you mean? This town, people don't understand how you can make people feel welcome. You do it so easily, so naturally. I hadn't really reflected on that, but that's what this town does best. We're the best hosts in the world. We're going to see that in spades in a couple of years. So thank you all very much, and let's go forward.
Thank you, Maura. We really appreciate you being here today and for the level of effort. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, we'd like to play a short video.
Where were you for the big moments, the can't-miss history-making moments that more than rock the world, they dent the entire universe? Get ready. It's time for your next life-changing, unforgettable moment, because the greatest sporting event is coming to the greatest arena on earth. It's more than the Super Bowl. It's the Super Bowl in Las Vegas, February 11th, 2024. The Super Bowl happens here.
I would like to thank each and every one of you, not only for taking the time to join us today, but also for everyone, has been said many, many times, that contributed to making this happen. I know there are many people in this room that did that, as well as folks that aren't with us today. Our gratitude is unwavering and very deep. I'd like to also invite each member of the host committee to please come up and join us on stage for a brief photo opportunity. So if you make your way up here, I'd appreciate it. And then various members and representatives will be available for one-on-one interview opportunities as soon as we complete the photos. Thank you very much for being here today. It's incredibly excited about this event. Thank you very much.
Okay. Grab it. That. Okay. Yeah, almost see like April breakdown. Love that. That's 30 days. What I'm honest, that is the absolute. That is.